Well, we are back in the UK, and it is time to start knocking out some of our relatively extensive winter project list. Five years ago, when we bought this boat, the first project we noticed, the first thing that was broken, the first thing that needed to be fixed was this V-berth hatch above me. The first night we spent on the boat, it rained and it was just dripping down on our heads. We taped a trash bag up here similar to how it's taped up today, and we kept it that way for a couple of weeks until we finally took the glazing out, the acrylic out of the frame, and rebedded it for the first time using some automotive silicone, which only lasted for about 2 months before it started leaking again. Since then, we have taken that glazing out and rebedded it, I believe, 3 other times, and it still leaks. And one of the reasons is it has a whole bunch of screws that go down and hold the acrylic into the aluminum frame. But today I'm finally going to rip that out and replace it without using any screws at all. It might not be the most secure, but because this is a V-berth hatch, water's only ever going to be pushing down on it, or you're ever going to be standing down on it. It's never going to receive pressure from the inside out. So I think it should be secure enough to keep water out for another couple of years. For the most part, the leaking hasn't really been much of an issue because we keep the dinghy up here on deck. And ever since New York, we've pretty much had the dinghy on deck. But every time we take the dinghy out to go exploring, or every time the dinghies, we're towing it off the back, the V-berth hatch leaks. So first thing, I gotta pull the dinghy up and then start pulling the hatch apart. So you see all these screws that go all the way around and hold the acrylic down into the aluminum frame? Well, every single one of those has a little bit of caulking in it. But since acrylic heats up and contracts differently than the aluminum, eventually every single one of these screws starts leaking and it starts dripping down onto our heads while we sleep. So I have a new piece of acrylic. I'm going to take all these screws out, I'm going to sand the new piece down so it's the same size, and then I'm actually going to be installing it with some epoxy foam and some Dow Corning 795 to seal the outside. Well, this is going to take a while to clean up. I'm using this 3M epoxy foam. It's the super duper industrial grade stuff, and I'm just gonna put it down on the bottom edge so that's gonna stick the acrylic down, and then fill the gap on the outside with some good old Dow Corning 795. This stuff's amazing. Well, it started to get a bit too dark last night to finish this up, but the Dow Corning is dry, and I'm gonna peel the plastic off and clean it up, and it's It's looking pretty good. It's so new and pretty. I'm gonna feel so bad the first time we put a scratch in this. It's a lot cleaner and a lot less scratched than our last one. Couldn't find any painter's tape last night when it was time to glue this thing together, so just gonna have to clean it up the old-fashioned way with a razor blade.
Hello.
Yeah, I think it's darker. It's like ridiculously clear. Well, it looks pretty good. We've been carrying around this piece of acrylic since Norfolk. Terry took us to a place to get it cut, and they cut it in a square, so I still had to sand the corners, and I did that last night, but it finally fits well. We don't have 100 little screw holes going through it to break and cause damage. I hope it's gonna last a bit longer than a few months like the last time, but it looks really good. It's so shiny, it's so clean.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to a little hiking adventure. It's really cool. The marina is letting us park the dinghy on the jet ski storage so that we don't have to hoist it up on the boat every night. And so it doesn't have to sit in the water every day. So that's super nice. So we have our own Coco garage, basically.
Well, like we said before, one of the main reasons that we're here in Sutton Harbor for the winter is because the whole marina, this whole bay we're in, is protected by a lock. So it can be blowing super nasty outside, and the lock keeps all the waves and wind and grossness out of the marina itself. And it also means that no matter how big or small your vessel, you have to go through the lock to get back out. So whether you're on a paddleboard, or you're in a dinghy, or you're on a sailboat, you've got to call them on the radio and request departure clearance, which is a little bit of a hassle, but it's also kind of fun because we get to go through a lock in the dinghy.
For you, my whole life, and this moment made it worth the time.
Turns out, not every day is gross and rainy in the UK. Some days, it's beautiful and sunny, like today. And when that happens, we always try to at least go out and stretch our legs a little bit. So we took the dinghy across the mouth of the Plym River, and we're going to try to find a hike that we saw on Google Maps.
Now I'm home. Now I'm home. 'Cause I found you. I remember deep inside when we first met, had a feeling.
Well, that was a really cool hike. We just made it to a beautiful beach on the bottom of the road, and it's so windy we have to hide behind a rock so that you guys can get some audio. Otherwise, it would just be all the wind.
Yeah, it's really cool. This beach is huge, but the tide is out, so it's all sand, and it turns into like one big dog park
Yeah.
when the tide is out. And I guess where we're sitting right now would probably be underwater when the tide comes back in.
We're just gonna like hang out here for a little bit, enjoy the view, and then head back to the boat. Maybe grab some lunch,
Ooh, lunch sounds good.
and then
Yeah, we have to walk all the way back now.
yeah.
It'll probably take less time because we're not gonna like try to stop and take video. But
All right.
well, let's set this thing down. It's heavy. Whew.